I got online today to check to see if there was any comments, and I noticed this little thing right here, and my heart just sunk. Most comment notifications will now be delivered by Google Plus and not in your inbox. And, of course, anybody who's been on YouTube long enough has noticed that Google has been pushing their Google Plus social network for a while. I still get the occasional pop-up saying, "Oh, do you want to use your real name on YouTube?" No, I don't actually. I mean, I don't think there'd be any problem with it. I mean, not many people know me. But, yeah, now everything will be going through Google Plus as far as the comments and the comment system goes. So now, YouTubers such as myself will no longer get notifications in our inbox on YouTube of comments on our YouTube videos. Now, there's a couple of nice things that they've added with this update. The ability to sort the top comments and the most recent comments. The ability to... Go away, cat. The ability to write posts without worrying about a type limit. The ability to post links in the comments, even though it could potentially be dangerous, is still technically not bad changes. But I have to question, why would somebody think that forcing people to go to Google Plus by setting it up so that comments on YouTube videos have to go through Google Plus? They had a perfectly good system working. I mean, they did. I mean, there were some flaws with it. Like I said, there was a type limit, and you can't post links in your comments, which, again, could potentially be abused. Inherently, it's not a bad thing. But if I'm using service A, okay, so if I'm using Amazon.com, and suddenly I can't order stuff through Amazon.com, I have to go to eBay to order stuff through Amazon.com. That's not right, and it's inherently the same thing. I can't check my comments without going through Google+, despite the fact that I've never really used my Google Plus account, even though I do technically have one, because everybody who has a YouTube account has one. You just don't know it, or you just ignore it. But now, all the comment messages go through Google Plus. Now, you still get email notification, I think. I haven't actually gotten the comment yet since this change has gone through, so I don't know for certain. But you still get email notification, and that could still be a saving grace. Unless you have to go to Google Plus to enable it. But it doesn't change the fact that it's inherently a bad idea. Like the example I gave earlier. I shouldn't have to go through Google Plus to get information on my comments. I shouldn't. I should have to go through YouTube to get information on my YouTube comments. Not go through Google Plus to get information on my YouTube comments. That would be like going to eBay to get to my Amazon stuff, or going to GameStop to order stuff through Steam, which you can technically do, now that I think about it. And it's still a terrible idea! It's just, Google is so... And I know Google owns both YouTube and Google+. It's not the same as Amazon owning eBay or GameStop owning Steam, but it's still inherently the same idea. If I'm using Service A, I shouldn't have to go through Service B to use it. And it's just silly. It would be like if you call your local emergency service. I think everybody has their own now. I know the United States is the US is 911. I don't know what other countries are, but it would be like the only way that you can contact an emergency service is to go through that number. As it is, you could technically go through 911 in the United States, or you could actually call your local police, fire, whatever, ambulance, and it's just silly. I mean, it really is, and I really hope that they change this. I think that there's enough outcry on YouTube from people who do produce videos and know that this isn't good, that they could consider it, but I don't think they will. I think that if anything has been proven over the last couple of years by Google is that they're not really going to listen to us unless everybody gets behind it. And that's part of the reason why I'm making this video today, is I am completely against this. The idea of going to Google Plus just to be on YouTube is ridiculous. And I really think that it's damaging YouTube as a whole. In fact, I had an idea the other day of going off and creating my own site that was based off the original YouTube, where I wouldn't have to deal with this. I'm waving at the screen at Google Plus. It's just horrible that YouTube is using, Google is using YouTube as a way to force other products that they have made. Google Plus is the big one. Google accounts, Gmail, all that stuff has been slowly integrated into YouTube's system, instead of keeping it separate. And I understand the ideas around some of the changes, like your Google... what am I trying to say? Your Gmail account is linked to your YouTube, your Google account is linked to your YouTube channel, and now Google Plus, which I think Google Plus was already linked to all of that stuff, so they're just kind of doing the final push. It's just, they see YouTube's popularity. There's millions of people who watch YouTube every single day, and they think that by putting stuff here that is mandatory, they will force people into using their product. And that is not right. That is completely wrong. That is the worst thing you could do. That would be like me tying you to a chair and force you to watch Boku no Pico. If you don't know what that is, that's good. If you do know what that is, that's, get off the internet. No, do not go look it up. I am telling you not to look it up right now. Do not. Anyways, yeah. It's forcing their product on people, and it's not right. They shouldn't be allowed to do this, and we shouldn't let them do this. And I really don't know the best way to go around it, because the best ways to let them know that we don't like doing it is to not buy into it. It's to not watch YouTube. It's to not subscribe to people. It's basically shutting the entire thing down through just protest. Temporarily, in theory, until they changed it. But I don't really see that happening. I mean, I'm sitting here, I have YouTube up right now, I'm watching another video about the subject. But it's just, no. They're trying to get away with something because they don't think that we can do anything about it. and they don't think that it... I don't know, I've rambled and I'm starting to repeat myself now. But I just feel so strongly about this that this is wrong. I shouldn't have to go to Google Plus to get to my YouTube comments. I shouldn't have to give my real name on YouTube. I mean, wasn't Google one of the sites that was all, oh, well, protect internet privacy and all that? What happened to that? Now you're trying to make me put my real name on YouTube? Not that I would have a problem with it. It's not like I'm some mass murderer or anything yet, but it's like, it's so ridiculous. It's just wrong. And I guess you could call it a symptom of this, when I'm watching some famous or semi-famous YouTuber and go to the comments, I see a lot of people faking the name of the YouTuber and posting links in the description that lead to phishing sites or malware or something like that. It's just not good. It's horrible. Now, to the ordained people of the internet, it's obviously a scam by those people. They're trying to fake being the YouTuber in order to get people to click their comments, and bad stuff happens. But to the unordained, just learning the ropes, that could be horrible. That could be absolutely tremendously bad. And I'm seeing it a lot. Now, it's possible that they might come back and they might fix that. I mean, this is only just like in the last day or so that this has happened. But they need to do something about it, and they need to backpedal. Because if they're going to keep doing this, people are going to suffer. And I mean it. People are going to be tricked into clicking some of these links, and they're going to lose their account history. I actually recently had an issue with that. Not YouTube, but it's a similar issue. I'm not really going to go into detail about that. But it's just dangerous, and it's not good. And I feel like Google Plus is trying to turn YouTube into their marketing tool, which I can understand that to a certain extent, but not to the point where they're forcing their product down people's throats. YouTube was fine before, and by changing it so that it's not fine anymore, they're turning people off to the idea of using YouTube. And that will eventually lead to the decline of the site. So what they're doing is really counterproductive to any kind of profitable goal. Any. And I'd like to ask the people who came up with this, why they thought it was a good idea. Oh, because social networking is the future, and look at Facebook and it's so popular. No. No. YouTube is not a social networking site. It could be. Kind of. It kind of is, because I know a couple people on YouTube, and we socialize. But usually we socialize through other means. We just meet on YouTube. And I don't know. I'm just so mad at this change where I, as a YouTuber with YouTube videos, can't access my comments without going through Google+. Also, the comments before the system was put in place are completely borked, and there's even options in Google+ for not letting your comment be allowed to be replied to. Even me, as the quote-unquote administrator of my channel, cannot even do anything with it except, block and ban the person. But I don't really do that. It's just silly, and it's wrong, and I think that people need to be made aware that this is happening, and I don't think people are. I mean, people are complaining about the comments and all that stuff, but it's really the people who produce the videos that are getting this message right here. Although, I suppose the comments on your own comments would also be going through Google+, but as you can see, I don't really have a lot of those. I don't really comment on anything, really. Except a couple of people. But that's not the point. If you're making a comment, 9 chances out of 10, you're probably not going to be expecting a reply, but if it happens, it'd be nice to know about it without having to go through Google+. And it's just embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to be using YouTube today. I am. I'm just completely and utterly embarrassed about it. And I think that Google needs to be aware that this change is wrong. I should not have to go through another service in order to get my information from one service. I should not have to use another service. That's completely different. Google Plus has its own page. Google Plus is its own thing. Why are you trying to integrate it into YouTube? It's wrong. It's not right. And they should need to change it. Well, now that I've rambled on for 16 and a half minutes, I think that's about all I have to cover. I think I've probably made my point several times that I think this is wrong. And I don't know. I don't know what'll happen if they keep doing these changes, and I just got a message on Trillion, and I just don't know. I don't know. If they keep this up, I might not be making YouTube videos anymore. Because this is wrong. I can't stress that enough. It is wrong. It's probably even bordering on illegal. It'd be like me forcing you to buy something. It'd be like me holding you down and forcing you to buy something that I think you should have. No, it's wrong. And I've given plenty of examples as to why it's wrong. From using Amazon to buy off of eBay, or was it eBay to buy off of Amazon, I don't remember, to holding you down and watching a terrible anime, to forcing you to buy what I want you to buy. And that's what it is. Google Plus is a product. YouTube is a product. You technically buy it every single time you watch a video. You watch advertisements. You see advertisements along the side sometimes. I don't, because I have ad block, but, you know, it's a business, and they're trying to push their product through a business, and they're forcing it on us. It's just wrong. Well then, this has been, I don't even know what to call this. Let's complain about YouTube! Sure, let's go with that. Well then, until next time, I'll see you around. I have Crusader Kings 2 and a couple of other things that I'm thinking of doing. But I might not if this keeps up. If they keep trying to force this Google Plus stuff down my throat, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be making YouTube videos, because I don't want anything to do with Google Plus, and I think I've made it clear by completely denying their Google Plus stuff that I don't want to do that. So the idea that they're now forcing it onto me is really turning me off of YouTube as a whole. That is when you know that there's a problem, because I love YouTube, and I've dealt with every single change that they've done so far. I even could tolerate the pop-ups about, oh, well, you want to use your real name on YouTube? You want to link up your Google Plus account to your YouTube account? I tolerated that, because it's a good site. I love watching videos on it, and I'd hate to see it go away. But I just don't see it profiting in the long term if they keep this crap up. I was supposed to end this 4 minutes ago. I said I was going to, and I stopped. I'm a horrible person. This is almost as long as Let's Play. Well then, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, this gets fixed out.